Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Cinematics video session 32. Now, in today's video, we will just have a recap, okay? We will just do a revision of the complete joins which we have learned till now, because I have already covered separately all the joins, that is the left join, right join, inner join, outer join, lookup single value, lookup multiple values, as well as the cross join, okay? Today, we will just have a complete recap of it so that you can understand what is the difference between all the joins. Fine. So, first of all, let me open my sheet. So here, let me make all this bold, which is fine. Okay. And now, so first of all, the thing is that here, if you see this left join, we will just copy the complete definition. So let me open my Notepad++. I will just give you a complete definition over here. Okay. Now, if I go over here, fine. Left join means include all rows from recipe and only matching rows from right. Okay. Include all rows from left and matching rows from right. Matching rows from right. Return single. Okay. Sorry, not return single. It is include all matching when multiple matches are found. Fine. So include all matching. Okay. Include all matching when multiple matches found. Fine. Then you have this right join. Okay. Now, what is this right join? Right join, as is written over here, it includes all rows from mock file and only, so basically it includes all rows from right and only matching rows from left. Okay. So here I will write include all rows from right and only matching the same thing, but I will just write over here right. Okay. So from right you get all, and from left you only get the matching rows. It's the vice versa. Fine. That's it. If you see, both are same only. It's just that it depends which one you have taken on the left and which one you have taken on the right. That is something you have to be careful. Fine. Then we have something called as the inner join, isn't it? What is this inner join? Include only matching rows from left and right. Okay. Include inner join is include only matching rows from left and right. Include all matches when multiple matches are found. Okay. Then we have something called as outer join. Fine. What is the thing? Include all rows from left and right. Okay. Include all rows from left and right, regardless of whether they have matches. Fine. Include all rows. Sorry, I have written incorrectly. I'm sorry. Basically, include all rows from left and right, regardless of whether they have matches. I'm sorry. Include all rows from left and right, regardless of matches. Fine. Regardless of matches, include all matching rows when multiple matches are found. Same thing I'm popping over here. Fine. Then we have this cross join. It's a very simple. Include all rows. Okay. Each row paired with each row from right. Okay. So cross join means include all rows. Each row from left or right, okay, is paired with each row from right. Fine. Then you have lookup single value. It include all rows from left and only matching rows from right. Okay. So this lookup single value. So that's the default lookup in recipe. Okay, I called it as lookup single value. Okay, doesn't matter what definition. So it include all matching rows. Okay, same thing what we do, but include only one matching row, right? Include only one matching row if multiple matches are found. Fine. And then at last we have lookup multiple value. Okay. So what does it mean? It's the same thing. It's just that it returns and considers all matches. Okay. So it's the same thing. Lookup multiple value. So the simple definition is consolidates all matching rows. Okay. That's it. Now, if you see, that's what we did in the Excel sheet also, right? So left join, it will include everything from left. So in left, whatever I have, right, that I've included, which is fine. However, if something is getting repeated, right? For example, I have this ON1 for A1 and ON6. That ON1 and ON6 will also get repeated, as well as we will have an extra row from it left. Otherwise, all this row will have to come in. And if there are no matching rows, from right, then these two rows are there, right? For example, A5, A7, that will also get included. And from right, since nothing is there, it will come as null. Okay. Same concept with right join. What I told you about left, you have to just apply on the right. From right, everything will come up, but based on matching rows, it will just take up things from the left. Fine. And if you don't have something on the left, for example, A6, then on right, you will have that part. And not A6, I'm sorry. No, it's A6. No, yeah, AN6, ON5, right? For A6, we have ON5. So ON5 is there, and from left, it is none. Okay. So that's how we do for right. And inner means it will only include matching rows. For example, A1 has A2, we have this, and it will get repeated on that matching rows. And A3, A4, we don't have A5, A7. And from here, we don't have A6. That's why it's not included, because it will only include matching rows. And outer means it will include everything. Okay. Of course, it does the matching, but it will include all the matching if something doesn't match also. For example, we all know what are the things which are matching from left and right. But for example, this A5, A7, it doesn't have any match, which is fine. But it will take A5, A7, and it will take A6 as well. Okay. And that's what we done over here. And you observe that for matching ones, there will be extra row. For example, in A1, I have op1 and op6, but it will be in different rows. Okay. That's the thing. And cross-gen is relatively simple. We don't get asked any matching keys. Each pair will get with each row from other one, which I explain you. And what's the thing about lookup single value? Lookup single value, okay, it's more like a left join. The only difference here is, okay, actually this should be lookup multi join, huh? I think this should be lookup multi join. And this is lookup single, okay? I have not done that part here. Lookup single, okay? Now, what does lookup single does? It's more like a left join only. It's just that only one matching row will come. For example, you won't see A1 ON6 and A2 ON7. It could have been the other way around. Also, like Einstein could have taken A1 ON6, A2 ON7, and it could have excluded the ON1 and ON3. That's completely fine because it randomly picks up. There's no logic behind it. So lookup single value is more like left join, but here only one row will come if multiple rows are matched from the right. Okay, it's more or less like that, isn't it? Now, what about lookup multiple join is the same thing as lookup single value join, except for the fact if multiple matches there, it gets consolidated. Like in left join, you see there are two different rows, right? Two different rows for like on the left, for left A1, I have two matching rows from right. So it got in two different rows, but that doesn't happen in lookup multiple. In single row, it get consolidated. Okay. And you have seen that in values table, we don't see. We see the values table, we have total 6 records only. However, for this one, you will see uh, 8 records. Okay. Now that's the thing. However, when you go to chart mode, you get to see this of1, of6. Okay. It basically consolidates the data, nothing else. And this is the complete thing about joins. Fine. And you can also verify whatever I explained on the data set. This is an Excel sheet, and we have already performed right everything. So if you open the left join file, okay, and if you just simply go to values table, now if you open the right join file, okay, so in this way, you can open each of the data set, you can over to the values table, and you can actually check out like what each of the join does and properly understand the difference. But this is the whole thing. Now to learn this in more details, what you can do is on Google, okay, you can just write joins in recipe. Fine. On the Google, just write joins in recipe and just open this particular first link which you get. Okay, use joiners in recipe canvas. Now over here, this is basically a Salesforce document, right? So here, once you come over here, just go to this join operation on the left and just study this in detail. I have already explained you in video section, which is completely fine. However, if you want to understand in more details, you can just go through this link. Okay. uh, my video is fine, but again, still you want to go, you can just go through this link. They have also done with some other examples. Okay. And that part, you can full outer join, then you have inner join, then you have cross join, so you can walk this in details. But before that, just watch my video and perform on your own in Excel sheet. What I would suggest you here in that particular link, no, they have also used one of the Excel file, like they have taken this example, I think left and right. Okay, they have taken to Excel file. You can also take this and perform on your own and then check what is being done over here. Okay. For example, they have taken this particular file of left and right. Do that and see what is the difference you get. Fine. And of course, on the dataset level also, you can check by taking different values table. So that is the complete revision of joins. So there are 1, 2, 3, 7, right? There are total 7 types of join which you have. If you take this lookup as two separate entities, and everything is covered. And yeah, that's it about this video. So the join concept is a very important concept from the data layer side. Okay, because in data flow we have only been dealing with augment, which is relatively easy, but when it comes to joins, definitely there are many things to look over here. And I hope with this you get a complete clarity on joins, and I hope you can do any kind of development if it comes to joins part of it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.